Okay. All right, now would you like to identify the examinee?
Okay, I would say just looking for his hand. It's really difficult.
Okay.
I would say that it could be Latin people with religion, Christian.
Okay.
Geographic region it could be some country from South America.
Okay.
And language it could be Spanish.
Okay, very good. And let's have the examinee come on out in front.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I know, Raju.
Okay. Very good. All right, thank you. Let's have our next examinee and examiner. Okay. All right, okay. Can you see?
Yes.
Okay, hold your hand up. There you go. Very good. So the shadow.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Since I know her, I can just say that who is she. But actually, if I didn't know her, I just guessed that she's from some Central Europe and Caucasian, and religion might be from Christianity, and language I could rather say French.
Okay. And okay, we're ready to have you come on out. Was he right or wrong?
Wrong.
Okay. And finally, you can be the examinee now. Well, you can tell if it's a man or not just by looking at his wife.
I just guess maybe he's from Asia,
Okay.
maybe China or Thailand,
Okay.
around there. So his religion, Buddhist,
All right. Very good.
and maybe his language, Chinese.
Excellent. Very good. So
Yes.
should we have him come out and we'll see? Okay, let's come. Okay, we're ready to have you come out in front. We'll see. Well, she was close, right? Okay, very good. Thank you. Thank you. Give yourselves a hand. Okay. All right, so what I hope we've demonstrated here is that ethnicity is one thing. Ethnicity is here. This is what your ethnicity is based upon. Your physical traits are something completely different. What do you look like? Your complexion tone. It's important to know what your complexion tone is if you want a physical description. If you want to say, well, here's what a person looks like. But what a person looks like will not tell you what their ethnicity is. You cannot tell a person's ethnicity on the basis of their physical traits. Now we're going to do some calculations which employ what we call MAVCA. MAVCA is an acronym which stands for Mathematical MAVCA, M-A-V-C-A, Mathematical Analysis of Varying Combinations of Admixtures. The admixtures that we're looking at are Asian, in honor of Dr. Poudel, and European, recognizing Europe. All right. So X sub A, in other words, for point A, is the percent Asian, and Y sub A for point A would be the percent European, where X is the percent Asian and Y is the percent European. X plus Y is 100% if the only admixtures you consider are Asian and European. But it will work for any variables that you have along your X and Y axis. So I'm going to ask each one of you to select a point, and then we're going to show you the logic of what has to follow if, say, a pharmaceutical company wants to test a drug, and they say we're going to give this drug to people according to this census list, and we'll see how different people on this census breakdown react to the medication. Do they immediately recover, or what effect does it have on them? What are the assumptions that go into that? Well, again, here's 25%. We just chose these points at intervals and increments of 25%. 25% to 50%, 50% to 75%, 75% to 100% along your x-axis, representing the Asian admixture. Representing the European admixture, you're doing the same thing on a vertical axis. 25% to 50%, 50% to 75%, 75% to 100%. Now what's important here is I am not picking these points. Our delegation from Virginia International University is selecting the points. If I pick them, someone could say, well, you just picked points that you knew would work. I did not pick these points. I'm asking our delegation to select. First, we'll start with Mr. Hassan and Dr. Poudel. Would you please pick a point?
65% European.
All right. 65% European, which means 35% Asian. All right, Dr. Poudel, would you remember when they put all these people into the same database and throw them into the same population, they're saying that these points are equivalent to one another, that they're equal. That in other words, if the effect of the medication on this person with this admixture is equivalent to your point that you're going to select. What point do you select?
I select 85% Asian.
Okay. 85% Asian. All right. Which means 15%. All right. All right. I did not pick these points. Now what we want to do is get one term on each side of the equal sign. So in order to reduce the number of terms, let's subtract the smallest term from both sides of the equation, which in this case would be the point 15. Okay? 15% European equals 15% European. Subtract that from both sides of the equation. And what do we get? Here we had 65 minus 15 is how much? 50. And then over on this side, it's just 85% Asian, right? All right, now we've got two terms over here and one over here. So we want to get rid of one.